Okay, came here. Energy pipeline are having their hearings in Fredericton. I expected 10 protesters outside, maybe, against the pipeline. Well, I was wrong, and I hate being wrong. How you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Gary Ritchie.
And you're from?
Fredericton.
And what do you do?
I'm the president of the building trades for the province of New Brunswick.
A lot of people here.
Yep.
A couple of hundreds?
Probably right around that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so you guys are for the pipeline?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Why is that?
Well, there's one issue is the economy in New Brunswick. We're a depressed province right now. We need jobs. The pipeline will make a lot of jobs in the construction, but it'll also make jobs for the long term. The safety issue, you understand what happened in Quebec with the railway cars. If we don't get a pipeline, we're going to have more railway cars. So we believe that it's a safety issue, and we want the pipeline to go through. We feel the pipeline is a lot safer than railway cars.
What about the environment?
The environment?
What happened? Okay, like you said, what happened in Quebec? The people that died in Brunswick. What's it called again? I'm getting old. Don't you hate getting old?
Yeah.
Anyway, 47 people died, I think.
Yep.
And then you turn around in Saskatchewan, the river, the citizens were crying for clean water.
Yes.
Okay, so environment.
We feel there's not as much chance with a pipeline as there is with railway cars. Look at the province of Brunswick. The railway travels through the woods most of the time. There's no safety issues with the trains. They don't have good railway cars. They're using old antique railway cars, and if one of them goes off the tracks in a river, we got a lot bigger spill than we got with the pipeline.
Your union, excuse me,
yes.
Your union. Don't Irving own the railroad tracks now?
Yes, they do.
And Mr. Irving don't like unions.
We work with Irving all the time at the refinery. We have good qualified tradespeople.
Refinery? Is that the same refinery that what's his name, that died now? They had the Irving strike at the refinery. But I know I'm going back there. Yeah. But I mean, Irving don't like the union.
We work directly for the contractors, but we do have meetings with Irving all the time. We have really good tradespeople here in the province of New Brunswick. They work all over Canada, and he needs those good tradesmen. And we don't have no problem working with him.
Okay, now.
Through a contractor.
Okay. We have, like, I work at the shipyard. And the first frigate, the second frigate, they had a team of specialists that, they got to learn how to do it. And then they put the same people on the third frigate, the fourth frigate.
Yep.
Because, if you put a rookie there, you got to start all over again. You start building, let's say this pipeline goes through. You start building the pipeline, and let's say you got the expertise, it's going well. Are just going to take a bunch of these people here and they say, okay, we'll start all over again.
Well, number one, you're dealing with two different corporations. You're dealing with Irving Oil, and we're dealing with Irving Oil, and then you have JDI. Now, JDI just turned around, and the New Brunswick government given a bunch of Crown land to cut and use for their mills. They turned around and hired a company out of Quebec, brought 35 electricians in from Quebec, and did all the work here at Chipman Mill. They hired a company from Nova Scotia. Irving Oil is not the same type of a company. Irving Oil has used all New Brunswick people to do their shutdowns. And this coming September, we'll have 2,500 people going in there to do a shutdown for Irving Oil. They come directly to us and through our contractors, and we get all New Brunswick jobs, and we get to do that work in the refinery.
So if you have workers that work on a pipeline that starts the pipeline from Alberta, once the pipeline starts going, those people that works on the pipeline, they're not going to follow through across Canada. Every different province is going to have their own pipe fitters.
When you do pipeline, you do it in sections, and therefore there will be sections in the province of New Brunswick, and we have pipeliners here that will be working on that pipeline. We had it when the Northeast that went through here with the gas line. It worked the very best. We had no labor disputes, and we had people that were started in Nova Scotia. We had Nova Scotia on that. We had New Brunswick on that, and then we moved on into Maine. And there was absolutely no labor disputes, and we got a lot of guys to work on that pipeline.
I'm French. I can say that. Do you really honestly believe those moody Quebecois they're not stupid there. They know if they want to separate, they need clean water. Do you think that pipeline honestly is going to go through Quebec?
I think the pipeline will go through Quebec. I mean, there's a lot of people in Quebec who are in favor of that. I would say that Quebec right now is just as much interested in the jobs as we are. They're having a hard time getting their people to work. They have a lot of French guys, Quebecers, working out in Alberta, and a lot of them are home now because of the fires that went on out there and the downturn in the economy in Alberta.
What's going on here? Oh, I thought it was somebody. This is a one-way street. Okay, so you really, the pipeline hits La République de la Madawaska. Oh, it hits there, and then okay, welcome to New Brunswick. The pipeline. What happens once that pipeline enters New Brunswick? So did they tell the pipe fitters, okay, bye-bye, Quebec, New Brunswickers, we're taking over? Is that how it runs? How? Just educate me there.
Okay, there will be so many sections done in Quebec, and there will be Quebecers looking after that. Then there will be so many sections that is done in New Brunswick, and there will be New Brunswickers and Nova Scotianers or whoever looking after that. There might be the odd Quebecer on there, because if we get short of people, we definitely hire out of Quebec.
I don't think you'd be short of people. Look, there's all kinds of people
I
here.
don't think we'll be short, but if we are, I mean, if we, like for instance, the last shutdown Irving had, it had almost 3,000 people on there. We had to get people from Nova Scotia, and especially welders, where it's very technical, and we brought a few, 10, 15 people in, but it all worked out well. When the sections are done in Quebec, yes, there'll be Quebec people on here, but when the sections are done here in New Brunswick, there will be New Brunswickers on doing the pipe on this one.
How long will it take, you think, from Edmundston to St. John?
Won't take very long, because they do it in all the sections, and it'll be like the Northeast. It'll run through there so fast you won't even know it's going.
So fast, isn't that a problem? If it's so fast, then the pipe is not...
No, the pipe is all welded, it's all X-rayed, and they X-ray, and they have little robots that go down through the pipe and checks it all on the inside and everything.
When you seen what happened in Saskatchewan a couple of weeks ago, it's a blog, I'm going to say it, did you say fuck? Because that gives the environmentalists more fuel to their fire, to their cause, saying, hey, this is not good.
I don't believe it was good. I'm not happy with what happened out there. I'd have to know more about what went wrong, but obviously there was something went wrong. I mean, this pipeline is monitored every few feet, and they should know within seconds if there's something going wrong. Not minutes, seconds. So there was something went wrong out there. I have no idea what it was, but yes, I was disappointed to hear that happen.
Earlier you mentioned JDI, and they hired Quebec and the Chipman paper mill, and then Irving Oil. So you got James Irving, J.K. Irving, then you got Arthur Irving. Used to be Kenneth, but Kenneth's gone.
Right.
Too bad, nice guy. You say there's a difference of mentality for union between JDI and Arthur?
Absolutely.
Really?
They're building the ships in Nova Scotia. You've got union and non-union companies in there building the ships. They just did the tank farm with Irving Oil, with Arthur. And it's all tradespeople in there hired from the unions in Nova Scotia. When we do, like I mentioned, we do shutdowns here. It's all our people that go in there, and we get a lot of jobs out of that refinery. And when the pipeline goes, we'll have all the pumping. There's 5 pumping stations in the province of New Brunswick. That'll be all New Brunswickers, along with the tank farm and the jetty that goes out into it.
And JDI don't hire, he hires people from Quebec.
JDI hires people from all over. He takes the low bidder. And,
the low bidder, money.
Yes. But the low bidder is not always best.
No, I agree.
If you're a good tradesperson, usually you're in the union, okay? We have people that do 100% X-ray, and they're used to what they're doing. They're good. We have, in Maine, they tell us the only thing that the U.S. gets from us is good welders and bad weather.
No, but the bad weather is because Mr. Irving knows when he wants to. Like Mr. Irving, Casey Irving said, that's the smell of money. He brings the fog in every time he wants to pollute.
George Petty said the same thing. When you went to Newcastle, you smelled it. and I complained about Jesus and smell, and they said the same thing over there. That's the smell of money. That's typical old paper mill mentality.
What about the poor people, the less fortunate, that's forced to stay in St. John? For them, a trip of a lifetime is going to Champlain Place in Milton.
Yep.
Isn't that going to bring up the lung issues and the health issues more with this pipeline?
No, I don't believe so. The refineries, we got Irving Oil puts out one of the cleanest fuels there is going for the automobile industry.
You sure you're not a robot inside for Arthur Irving? No.
No. The only thing I'm interested in is
I'm an agitator.
Getting New Brunswick to go to work, and I need New Brunswickers working. When union guys go to work, they get big money. They pay taxes here in New Brunswick. They buy cars here in New Brunswick. When this province has a lot of construction going on, the economy is really moving along well. It doesn't matter whether you're building a pulp mill in Miramichi or in Edmundston, or whether you're building a refinery or adding to a refinery in St. John. Construction is what makes the world go around. And when this province is doing a lot of construction, and with new technology, you're taking less and less tradespeople all the time. But if we got a lot of construction in this province, they're paying big taxes, and that gives the government dollars to help the poor people. That gives them dollars to keep these civil servants employed, and it gives the government dollars to move forward with some good things.
One last point. Do you understand the mentality of the natives and the activists that's against this pipeline? Do you understand their point of view?
I don't think they're all that much against it. I think they want to be guaranteed jobs, the same they were on the Northeast pipeline. I know that people don't want their water, and I'm all in favor of not hurting the water system. I would not want to endanger anybody's drinking water or potable water. But you know, we just give a sportsplex away in Edmundston, and that went to all Quebec contractors and all Quebec subcontractors, and here the guys in Edmundston are all unemployed traveling out west, and you're going to be bringing all kinds of people in from Quebec to do the work, and our guys will be sitting home. This pipeline has guaranteed us jobs, and along with the safety issue, I think it'll make this province a lot better province.
And just for the record, it's the first time that I met you, and thank you very much. And just a very good public relation man, answered the question, nice and straightforward. And just for the record, the union bought me this camera.
Cool.
So that's why they bought me this. So when there's issues like this going on, there's no editing, and we could get the whole facts.
No problem. And we're going to set up a barbecue here in a few minutes, and help yourself to a hamburger. When we were in St. John, we fed a lot of the homeless and everything, and we had a great lineup for getting food.
Are you calling me homeless?
No.
Okay, thank you very much.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome. Thank you.